Hello, welcome back. This is going to be really a vlog of me learning Golang online, and I'll try not to make it too long-winded. So we're going to use the Golang docs. So I can show you where we're at. Go to golang.org and hit the tour. Then, yes, last time we were on packages, variables, and functions. These packages. Now we're going to do imports, and we're going to go over this whole thing. So it'll be very basic at first, but I'll try to add in other advanced stuff as we go along, and as it connects to stuff we already have done. So here we have package go main, and it says this code imports. We have imports. It says this code groups imports into parenthesized factored import statement. You can also write multiple import statements like import FMT and import math, but it's a good style to use factored import statement. So what we're talking about here, this is the import statement that we have, and it's responsible for importing packages into Go. Packages are what we use to do different things in the language. You can make your own packages, and you can also use the ones that come with the standard Go library. And look at this, FMT and math. These are things that come with Golang as you download it to your computer. So if you go to your Go file here, and then it should be when you download the Go file, Go folder, sorry. You go to source. These are all the stuff that come with Golang already. So we have the time, we have path. This says FMT, it's got FMT. Okay, these are all the files that allow you to handle strings and stuff. So if I were to just bring this here, these are the files that allow me to print, some formatting functions, scanning functions. So we're gonna play around with these a little bit, and we're just gonna take for this Golang right now. This video, we're just gonna deal with some stuff here, and we'll expand from it. If my computer's alright, so first again, I'll go ahead and program with a package main. Okay, and we're importing two packages format, and hit math. Now look what happens here. My main function okay. If I do not use the math this in my main function, it's not going to work at all. Let's read the error that comes up. It says imported math but not used. So we imported here, but we didn't use it. So let's try to use it. The square root of 7 is, and it'll be not this percentage G. It will be whatever we put after it, after this comma. So we put math square root 7. So there's the square root of 7. So this is math function, and it this is the math package, and it has a function called square root, and you call square root sqrt, and it has 7. So if you want to find where we got this, what I normally do is I just copy this. If I see it in code, I don't understand it, I just Google it, and gives me, it has the same, this is something used in JavaScript a lot, but it's used in Python, it's used in Java. But if I want to make sure that's the same thing in Golang, I type math squared Golang, and I get its use in the Golang docs. And then looking for square, math square. So math is over here. I look for square. So the square function returns the square root of x. So, and then it gives me an example of how it would do that. And we'll play around with this example. So now that I have this math function here, math method, sorry, it's not a function. Anyway, we're going to use square root over here, and now it'll give us an answer. Okay, the square root of 7 is 2.64. So I can enter another value. Let's say the square root of 10, and I want the square root of 10. The square root of 10 is 3.16. I don't know why I closed that. So here also in Golang, we have something called, this constant. That means we've set it to something and we don't want it to change. So let's see if we can work that out here. So I have dots from the dots of A, where A is going to be 3, B is going to be 4, and C, the variable C that we have is going to be the square root of A times A plus b times b. And then we're going to print out the answer. So printf, and we are going to get a decimal number, and I'll show you how to change the amount of decimals that you get, so you can adjust the precision that you want. So, okay, let's explain what this code is happening, what's going on in this code. A equals 3, B equals 4, and C equals the square root of A times A plus B times B. So we'll print this out over here. And it says 5. So look where it says %.1f. That means it's a float, and a float has a number, a whole number, and decimal numbers to it. So it floats to one place, 0.5. If I want it to float to more places, I can put, let's try 4. I'm going to enter this again. And you see, I have 5 places here, so we get more precision that way. Let's go on and look at some other things. So FMT and math are things inside the Golang that come with the standard library when we download it. There are some other things, however, that people have made, that the public have made. There's Go is like an open source project, and you can download those things to make your programs. And you can also share packages and stuff you make on the internet through GitHub. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on GitHub, and I already have it on my computer, but I'll show you how to install it on yours. And I was looking for a web browser capability with Golang. I typed Golang web browser, I googled it, and I'm sure people have made their own, but I'm going to use one that I already downloaded on my computer. This is called Toquetos web browser. Now, what this is going to allow you to do is going to download a package to your computer that will allow you to play with the web browser. So first, now fair warning, I did this on my computer again and uninstalled it. So you might, I think if you do this twice, it uninstalls it. So if you want to put it on your computer, just try entering this command: go get, and then the address of this package on GitHub. Go get github.com/web browser. And that's it. Install it in your computer. Once you do that, you can import it over here. So here, and now I can use web browser. And just like Beans functions, if I have something here that I'm not using it, it's not going to work. It's going to stop the program. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use this to open up a web browser. So let's say I want to open up YouTube, a web browser. From here, we'll use open, then use youtube.com. So now I'm going to open up, and again, it's not letting me use it because I have FMT and math in there. Let me take that out. You can keep these curly braces in there. I just keep them in there because if I need to add more things to my program, they're already there and they don't hurt it. So this is going to open up on my screen. We'll open something up here twice. Should be working. Oh, I didn't save it. Oh, the computer blocks it sometimes. Alright, so open this up in the browser, and now let's look for a song. How about a jazz song? And we'll open that up. I'll use this for a program that we'll do later. Okay. So I put this link over here. And we'll open up again. You see that? It opened by itself. That's this commercial. It feels good. I might play music here while we're learning how to code. I don't know, I'll see how it goes. Let me know if you like the music in the background. Right now we'll try to keep it there maybe. Well, I'll see you later. So we've opened up a file. Now let's look at some other uses for import. So People also make libraries, make bindings for other languages like C++. So if I have, there is something called the SDL, and it's a binding used for C++. It's used in C++ to make graphics. So SDL. So you type SDL here, you learn. It's actually used to control media. So you have to have it on your computer first. And you can use this stuff on your Go programming. I just remembered that you'd have to put it on your computer first, then put it. So we're gonna skip that, and we'll get to something like that later. But let's continue on. And let's look at some stuff related to import that we could use. So here we imported math. Let's see what happens if we work with a actually, let me show you that. I changed my mind. I'll show you the SDL setup. So what you do here is first you want to install SDL on your computer. Okay, and I have it installed on my computer already. So it says here you download the source code from here. We'll get back to this later. It's kind of out of the scope. We don't really need to use it. So we learned how to import packages and use them in different purposes. We learned math, time, how to make a package, or not how to make one, but how to take a public one, how to take a private one. So that's all for right now. Later on we'll go to some other things from the Golang tutorial, and as we cover more, as you get a stronger foundation on Golang, we'll branch up into some other stuff. Take care.